Look at this. Double cheeseburgers, Angus beef. Beautiful. Welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony and Bruno, who is in the back here somewhere behind me looking out the window. We've got there he is, overnight camp. It's spring here in New Zealand and in typical fashion, absolutely freezing cold and raining. So we've got a one-nighter way out in the middle of nowhere. I've got to pick up some supplies and then it's about a 2-hour something drive to where we're going, maybe a bit longer. We're gonna get there, I'm running a bit late, we're gonna get there just before dark. And then we've got to set up tent. I've got a brand new tent, as usual on this channel. We've got something new. And we'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be a cold one. And I think it might be, unfortunately, a very windy one. So, pick you up at the supermarket. Okay, let's go and get some shopping. Hey Bruno. Hello. Just here. Right, got all my shopping. Let's get cracking. It's quite a way. We're gonna get there really late, as usual. I've just been so busy, I got the timing wrong. I'll pick you up when we're almost at camp. We've got a river crossing to do and a really rough track to go, so let's just get there. Okay, welcome back everybody. We've made the turn onto the gravel road. It's a long way up this road. And it just seems to go on and on and on, like me. All right, so I'll bring you back when we're almost at camp. Oh, when we've got to do the river crossing. Bring you back then. Okay everyone, we're at the stream that connects to the river. So we've got to do a little couple of undulation crosses and then head up the 4-wheel drive track. So let's get to it. So that wasn't so bad. It's quite low. The river itself is pretty high, but the stream is quite low. Okay, so we've got about 40 minutes up this route to find a camp spot. I've never been up here before, but hopefully we'll find a nice spot. So bring you back when we found a good camp spot. Okay everyone, I found a spot just up here, tucked into the bushes. I've been all the way to the end of the road and just turned around, turned around at the river and come back. So I'm gonna come up to this spot, we'll park up, we'll have a look and work out how to set the tent up, the truck up in what direction. Whew. Okay, let's get out, have a look around, see what it looks like, and get the tent set up. All right, welcome back everybody. Okay, I turned the truck around. I'm gonna put the tent here. First of all, let's get Bruno out. Come on, puppy. There you go. Let's get him some water. Although we're right next to a creek here. And let's get him a treat. Bruno, do you want your treat? Could be carnage inside here. It was a really bumpy 4x4 track. Oh, we're looking good. Okay, Bruno. Want a treat? So we've been working on sit pretty. So let's see what happens. You gonna sit? You gonna sit? Come here, come on. Okay, sit. Sit pretty. Ah, no, that's jumping up. Sit pretty. Come on, sit pretty. Bruno, on camera, doesn't want to do it. Bruno, sit. Sit pretty. Good boy! Yay! Go on then. Okay. Massive tent here. I need to set it up here. Then we'll work out what to do with the placement of the truck afterwards. There's a bit of sun. I'd say it's about 11 degrees centigrade. It's quite chilly, but I know I'm going to heat up putting the tent up. So let's get the tent set up and we'll take everything from there. I got some charcoal for later for the fire. And here's the massive tent. So this is the Coleman lighted North Star 4-person. I got this, I got it in New Zealand, I can't remember, on the Coleman website. Okay, let's get this thing set up. Okay, so this tent is a pop-up tent, and it's quite fast. So the inner goes up first, and there really isn't much to it. I'm not sure I'd want to do this on a windy day though. So all you do is you stretch the poles out, and then click them into shape, like that. That's it, that's one. Two. Three. Four. It's just like that, that's it. Now I'm going to want the door facing, actually I don't know. Where do I want the door? You see, these are all the things you've got to plan. I do want to look out at the view, but I don't want to sit in the tent all the time. So I think what I want is, I want the door facing sort of at an angle and then bring the truck in at an angle. So I think like that, then bring the truck in. Oh, that would be rubbish for filming though. You know what, I'm just going to turn it sideways and then have the whole truck sideways. Just talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, just like that. That'll be fine. Okay, so got to peg it out. Now I'm guaranteeing, I haven't looked at the pegs in here yet, but I promise you they will be the worst pegs. I'm getting bitten by sandflies here. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so pegs. Let's have a look. Yeah, I guarantee you they're going to be the rubbish, awful, cheapo Chinese pegs, or wherever they're from. Okay, and Coleman seems to have tied this in a knot for some reason. Hey, tent manufacturers, these stupid things that you put on your, you wonder what they're thinking in the factory when they do this. Look at this. That is done up so tightly that it's... Who's meant to be opening this thing? Oh, come on. If you didn't have fingernails, there's no way you get... Basically, it'd just be quicker to cut it. To hell with it. But you do wonder, what's the quality control? Now, I think this thing was made in Bangladesh. Yep, rubbish. Not using those. Worst pegs known to mankind. I'm going to get my own pegs. Absolute rubbish. Okay. Proper pegs. Manly pegs. Oh yeah, look at those. That is a tent stake. Not that piddly little thing that Coleman provided. Right, let's do this. Okay, so it looks like there's a colour-coded bit here, a red bit. That must be for the red part of the fly. Okay, it's a bit awkward. This doesn't line up properly. Okay, got it. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get the fly on. I haven't set the fly up on this yet before, so don't know how hard or easy it is, but there's a clippy clip bit here for the red bit, so I've got to find the red bit on the fly. Okay, fly. There seems to be some sort of doormat. Alright, so we're looking for a red toggle, which will tell me which way around this goes. Now this is the blackout version, so it's meant to be pitch black in there when this thing's set up. Oh, here it is, red toggle. There you go, so that just hooks on to that end. Okay. This is where a couple of people would really help. Right, I would not want to set this up in the wind by myself. Okay, lots of connection points here. So basically there are all these bungees on the end and you just hook them on. Okay, bungee. Wow, that's tight, which is good. Tight is good, she said. Right, and then peg out the million. Wow, there's a lot of guy out points. But before I do that, let's get the awning set up. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So someone said to me, why don't you ever read the instructions? I don't bother with the instructions. Okay, let's get the awning done. Okay, now I've had to put Bruno on his lead here. He's just tied to the truck. Oh God, not again. Coleman, honestly, come on, stop it. What, you got the Hulk doing these things up? Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, this is so stupid. Why would you do that? Just give me a second. They've literally yanked it so hard, like a machine grip. Oh, without nails, you're not going to get in this bag, I'm telling you. Okay. So there's a couple of things to this tent. There's an awning with poles. And then there's a separate awning that sticks this whole thing out here. So that bit goes in there. Okay, that goes through. Sorry. Okay, so it threads through the tent. Yeah, I've put Bruno on the lead just because while I'm doing this, I can't keep an eye on him. And he's a puppy, and there's a river there, and all sorts, and hunters have been in this area before. I just don't want him running around, I can't see him. I'll let him off the lead again as soon as I'm done setting up the tent. Okay, so then, yep, that goes on the outside. Right, so, there are two sets of poles. One is for the awning and one, which I'm probably not going to use, and one is for the vestibule. Okay, so they go on these little hook things at the bottom here. and then on there. It's pretty simple, and then that just hooks on. And then same on the other side. Put it on the hook, the catch at the bottom. That's it. Okay, not too shabby. Right, I've got to start thinking about pegging the whole thing down. So what we'll do is, I'm going to peg the whole thing down and I'll bring you back, because this is going to take me ages with all these pegs. There's about 12, 15, 16 pegs to put in. So I'll bring you back. Okay, all pegged out. Let's have a look inside this bad boy. Now I have guyed out 4 corners. I can't be bothered to guy any more out. If I feel the wind is going to get way worse, yeah, then I will. Wow, I tell you what, this vestibule is huge. Okay. So this tent, even though it's pitch black inside, has a little trick up its sleeve. Now I'm trying to remember how much I bought it for, and I honestly cannot remember. But for a Coleman tent, it's quite expensive. So it better impress me. This vestibule is huge. I've got to say, I'm completely covered standing here. So you could, in theory, cook here, no problem. This is massive. It's got fly screen to stop the bugs coming in. Gear loft, everything. Right, let me show you its party trick. Oh, first of all, let's put our little foot mat down. It's got some pegging points. I'd say that's pretty much useless. It's tiny. Don't know if we'll be using it. Right, here's the party piece. There's a lead in here and you plug your battery bank in. I mean, it does come with a battery bank, but plug your battery bank in, okay, and then press the button and the lights are on in here. You probably can't see that, but I can. So it's got 3 levels of brightness. Right, it's on full brightness here. You can hear Bruno crying because I'm in here. Right, so I need to let some air in. Because it's going to get really warm in here. Hang on, Bruno, hold on. Okay, so there's inset mesh and vents at the bottom. You can roll up all these things, tie them out. Plenty of ventilation. I can open the windows to let more light in. Hang on, Bruno. Can you hear him crying? Because he can't see his daddy. Tell you what, I'm desperate for a coffee. I know, Bruno, hang on. I'm really parched. Right. Awesome. Look at that. What a setup. I like it. Now I've just got to work out where to park the truck. So let me get that sorted out and then I'll bring you back. Okay, got the truck where I want it. I'm in 2 minds whether to set the awning up. I think if it rains later, while we're doing camp and cooking and stuff like that, then I will put the awning out. But right now I've got everything I need here. Got my fridge, got my cooktop, got everything I need. So let me get everything out the truck, put in there, and then I'll bring you back for a coffee. Okay, let's get a coffee on. Because I am desperate for a coffee. Now, cup. This drawer system is just a lifesaver, it really is. It's a total game changer. Just makes everything so much easier to get to. Okay, I need coffee. Hello, Bruno. Bruno's still tied up. He'll get over it. He's got to learn his place. He's sitting because he thinks there's something for him, but he'll get another treat soon. Okay, fastest boiling kettle in the world. So I've said this before, I run everything off a 3 kilowatt inverter up here. This thing is just huge. So I've got everything plugged in there. I've got my kettle, my fridge is plugged in there, my Starlink, which I set up earlier, that's all plugged in there. So I'm running everything off of this one unit, and I've got 3 100 amp hour batteries. So 300 amp hours, but actually it's a bit more than that because they're heavy duty batteries, so they're more like 110, 120 each. So that's what? Almost 4,000 watts 4,000 watt hours of power. That'll last me a couple of days now easily. Won't it, Bruno? So he's going to stay tied up until I'm ready that I can trust him and that I've checked the area out. I'm going to take him for a walk down there. And then he'll be allowed out. Don't think I need the sunglasses anymore. But the temperature is starting to drop. Okay. Coffee time. Cheers everybody. Hello Bruno. While I have this coffee, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible. And as many of you know, I've had a pretty stressful, rough couple of years, these last couple of years, and I've become a big proponent of therapy to help me. Even though I live in a very remote, rural part of the world, I found it easy to find a therapist with BetterHelp using their global platform. And it's the platform that makes it so easy to find a therapist because they've got thousands of therapists. So to sign up, you just start by filling out some questions, and then they will match you to a professional therapist, and it can take as little as a few days. And once you're matched with your therapist, you can decide on the platform how you want to interact with them, by chat, by face-to-face, by voice, all online. And you can get access to a therapist that's specific to your needs and your requirements. BetterHelp uses technology to make therapy more affordable, an easier process with no insurance required at all. It's easy to sign up and get matched to a therapist. If you go to betterhelp.com, use my code betterhelp.com/abcamping, and I'll put a link at the description on this video. Clicking that link will not only help this channel, but it'll help give you 10% off for your first month. So you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/abcamping. So thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And thank you all for coming along with me on this journey. Cheers. Here, Bruno. Okay, so I think we can let Bruno off now. Come here. Good boy. He's been such a good boy. The jingle jangling of this really helps me if I need to find him. There you go. You alright? You having fun? Go on then, go and play. Go on then. Go find a stick. So, camp. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to this one. I've got some great food. I've got great gear. It's not too cold, but tonight it's going to get down to minus something, and it might rain, might even snow. Who knows? As I said, I've got my Starlink set up, so I've got a signal. I always have to have signal with my wife, just in case anything happens. And also my son is overseas, so having that connection is really important. The tent is a beast, I have to say. I hope it holds up. It's one of the few times I'm going to have a tent completely exposed to all the conditions. And I'm looking forward to this sort of pitch black interior. I've got a wool blanket set out in there as well for later, but we'll cover what's inside probably towards bedtime when I get everything set up. No, we'll see. I might bring you in and set it all up in advance, but you never know. Right, I'm going to sit back, chill out, have this coffee, and then I think what we'll do is take Bruno for a little walk. Thanks again for coming, everybody. All right, everyone, let's take Bruno for a little walk and see what's going on down at this river. Look at where I am. Surrounded by mountains. See, the sun is not really doing much. Go on then, Bruno, let's go to the river. It's a long way. I didn't realize how far it was. Maybe I'll have to walk it tomorrow. Bruno, don't walk on the edge. No, don't go down there. That's the river over there. We're just surrounded by peaks. And there's another one in the distance over there I saw earlier with snow on it. So it'll be interesting to see if there's snow tonight. Yeah, so the problem is I can't really walk that far at the moment because my ankle is still killing me. I've got an MRI booked for sometime this week, hopefully. I haven't got confirmation yet. We shall see. But yeah, serious ankle problems. Oh, it's just spectacular here. Really beautiful. Oh. This 4x4 track is not used very much because it's so rough in places, so bad. And crossing the stream puts a lot of people off. But, you know, this valley is stunning. It's the same valley that Bruce and I did our last camp with before he passed away. And I might have to go and have a look at that tomorrow on the way out just to point it out. Come on, Bruno. There's lots of deer and goats and stuff around here. So you never know. Might just see a deer wandering around aimlessly. Right, see you back at camp. So this is the creek that is running past camp. So if you can hear water, so the truck is just through there. You can just see it through the trees. And this is the creek that's running up behind the tent. Beautiful water, I have to say. That is crystal clear mountain water. Spring water, it's lovely. Isn't it, Bruno? I'm gonna go and cool your feet down. You're such a water dog. All right, come on, let's get back to camp. Right, sandflies are starting to annoy me. So, time to get the thermocell out, get that cranking. All right, one thermocell in the tent should fill the tent with the fumes, and then it should make all the sound flies go away. So I'll just put this in here. Okay, talking of the tent, let me show you inside and let's get all the bedding set up and everything else before it gets dark. Okay, can you see me? Let me get down here. Okay, that's better. Right, so something cool that I've been sent by King Camp is a new mattress, and I am desperate to try this thing out. So I've got a mattress, they've sent me a mattress and a pad. So let's get the mattress set up first. So this is called the King Camp mattress, Queen mattress, is it? Oh, Oak P10. All right, let's check this thing out. Now I've never set this up before, so let's see how simple it is. Again, I'm not going to bother with instructions. Now I've got a couple of other King Camp things. I've got the bed, the other type of bed, and I've got a table which I use all the time. Okay, so, oh I see, wow, it's an actual, this is like artificial timber, artificial wood. Look at this thing. Wow, Zuh. That is amazing. So, oh, it's even got pad straps. So you inflate this base, and then put the pad on top of it. Now it does come with a pump, a foot pump, or I think they've just sent me the foot pump, that's it. But I'm wondering if I can blow it up with my, let me see if I can blow it up with my pad pump. Hang on, be back in 1 second. All right, let's see how long this takes. So, can you see me? So usually, I guess you would use a foot pump that it comes with, but you can use just a normal pad pump. And I'm quite keen to see how quickly it does it. It's moving, so it's filling up fast. Hello, Bruno. Bruno, what do you think of the King Camp Oak P10? You know, they sent me 2 of these. I should have bought one for Bruno as well. Wow, look at this. This is going to be awesome. And because it's lifting right up, Bruno, come back with that. Come back. Come here. Bruno just took the bag for it. Bring it back. Good boy. Leave it. He's taking the King Camp bed bag. Let's go and play with it. Hello, my lovely. This is amazing, isn't it? Oh, this is cool. And it packs down really small, smaller than my other stretcher tent. Oh, there you go. That's almost done. Yep. Okay, that's done. It's a one-way valve. Hello, my lovely. I know, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, my lovely. Thank you, Bruno. Look at this thing. Bruno, what do you think of this? Should we get the pad on it and see what it's like? Alright, so I've got a pad to go on this, which is the King Camp Premium Single pad. So what he's doing is, he's trying to take this. He loves cardboard, and it's attached to the King Camp bed, and he wants it. He desperately wants it. You wait, he's going to try and get this. He's going to try and get this piece next. Okay, Bruno, out of the food. Alright, so the Premium Single. Now I think you can get this pad as a double, a queen. as well. You can get the whole thing, and you can buckle 2 of these together and have a full queen size bed. Now this is a self-inflating mattress that what you do is there you go, it's filling up, I can tell. So all you do is that, and it will fill up. And then once it's full up, you put the pad straps around it, like so, to hold the pad in place. Oh, I can't wait to have a go on this. I've got to lie down on it now just to see. Right, let me pump the pad up first. Now, my pad pump does fit. So let's just do that. Filling up. Now it's important not to overinflate these things, because then it will be really hard and uncomfortable. We're almost there. Oh, look at that. That is epic. Alright, and then just screw the end up. Yeah, so there's clips on the end to clip another mattress to it. Oh, we've got to get on and try this. Can it take my 90 kilos? Oh my word. Oh, that's so comfortable. It's springy, like a proper bed. Bruno, I wonder what Bruno will make of it. He might want to come on here. All right, here he comes. Come up here. What's this? Come on, up, 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 up. Here, on the bed. Hey, lie down. Oh, kiss. Yeah. Hello. This is nice. He's not going to be sleeping on it. He's got his own bed that'll go here. But I bet he would love to sleep on here. This is so comfy. I can't explain it. It feels like a proper bed. Hello, my lovely. Oh, it's just, oh. Yeah. Oh, it's just so nice. It really is. Thank you, King Camp. I tell you what, I'll put a link to this mattress and pad. I'll put a link to it in the description. Hello, my lovely. All right. Bring you back later, everybody. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Right, so what I've done is I've just pinned this side back and left this side here because the wind is coming towards the camera. So this is acting as a wind block. I mean, you could sit in here like this and there's no wind at all. You're completely shielded. So I just thought, well, I want to look out a bit more. So undo that side. It's still holding up, it's still strong. And then if I need to, I'll just pin it back again. But what I'm going to do is set the fire pit up just there so I can start cooking dinner. So let me go and get the fire pit from the back. Okay. So I've got the Snow Peak, whatever it's called, fire pit. Now I won't have to worry about flames because I've got charcoal, which isn't coal, it's just pre-burnt wood. Oops, I just locked the car. Hold on. Don't want to keep doing that. Right. So it's far enough away from everything that it's not going to be a problem, heat-wise. And the wind is blowing straight down. So let's get this set up. a bag of charcoal. Now, will this open this time? Last time I did it and it just opened. This time, not so much. I think you meant to cut it. I always have problems with this. Anyone who knows my channel knows I always have problems with this. I can't be the only one this happens to. Ah, we might be getting somewhere here. Hold on. Come on. No. I'm at a loss, honestly. What am I doing wrong? I've even had people show me, and then even they get stuck as well. Look, it just gets caught. Look at that. See, I get about halfway, and it just fails. I'm sure there's a technique. Oh my gosh, I did it. Oh, and it stops again. All right, we got it. We've got it, Bruno, we've got it. Okay. Charcoal. Try not to get it all on the floor. And if you watch the beginning, the intro, the start, you'll already know what I'm cooking for tonight's dinner, so I won't say until I'm doing it. Oh. It did that because we're at altitude. All right, let's get this cranking. I know he's tied up again. It's because I lost him again. And I just can't risk it. He's a puppy. All right, we're looking good. Not too shabby. So you know what's going to happen now is the wind's going to change direction. It's going to blow this way. Hey ho. Is what it is. Right, so the grill then goes on top of that once it's ready. I've got the grill, that just slots on top. I don't need to do that just yet. Excellent. Okay, I'll bring you back when this is all ready, and then we can give him his DINNER as well. I think it's beer o'clock. We're gonna have a Cassell's Tropican IPA. Look at that. Very pretty. Look at that. Nice, eh? Right, let's have this. Oh, it's nice in my little cocoon here. Fruity. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's cold. The fridge is doing a good job. That's delicious. What percent is this? 6%, not too bad. That's nice. That's a nice brew. So, the fact that I've got this set up as a wind block is working brilliantly. He's tired himself out. He's actually going to sleep here. And I know some people say, oh, he needs to lie on a bed or a pad. He doesn't. He loves the grass. So, the only thing that is bugging me right now is that you can't, so I've set a guy line up here, you probably can't see it, it's just attached to the truck. But the only thing that's bugging me, and I know it's not meant to be set up like this, is you can't roll these doors up and out the way because they are structural support. So it kind of flaps around a bit. but I think if I just fold it behind the frame, it might stay. We could try that. We'll see. Otherwise, I'm loving this tent. I really am. The fact that he's grumbling, he's so tired. The fact that I can sit under here, so if it's just normal rain that's coming straight down, no wind, you've got plenty of cover. Plenty of cover. I mean, this is a massive vestibule, it really is. And if I put the awning out on the poles, then it's pretty rainproof as well, I'd say. I don't think the rain will get to you. We'll see. I mean, I've got the full awning on the truck if I really need to use it. I doubt it. And then there's poles for the awning, but I think they'll just get in the way. I hate poles. And I'd then have to guy those down as well to make it secure. And tonight, there's no way I'm leaving it up. I'm closing and zipping it all up because I know we've got some bad weather coming in overnight. And this is in the mountains. Anything can happen. Fast asleep. I am happy. I have to say, I love this spot. I love the sound of the brook just here behind us that I showed you earlier. That's constant. It's really nice. My view, I've got mountain view right behind the camera, just mountains. And if it snows tonight, there'll be snow right in front of me. And I'm shielded pretty much. I mean, there's a bit of a breeze, but look, there's not much moving. So fingers crossed, there isn't much of a storm tonight. It'd be nice to have a nice camp. So, in other news, he's going in for the snip in 2 days' time. He's got to be neutered. Now, we didn't want to have to do this. But one of his testicles hasn't dropped. Bless him. Poor thing. And because of that, there's a risk of cancer later. So, under medical advice, he needs to be neutered. I'm quite gutted about it, to be honest. I hate doing that, but it is what it is. I really wanted to breed him. We never got a chance to breed Bruce either, same reason. Oh well. It is what it is. It can't be helped. So he won't be able to go camping for about 2 weeks. Because we can't risk him opening the wound up or anything. So this is his last camp with his testicles. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back when this is ready and we're good to go with dinner. And then he can have his dinner as well. Okay, welcome back everybody. I think it's his dinner time. How you doing, Bruno? He's worn himself out again. I've tied him up here just so he's closer. But yeah, he's worn himself out. Running around like crazy. Do you want your dinner? Okay. Let's give Bruno his dinner. So we've got for Bruno, got some of his dog food. And some special roll that we bought in the shop. Yum! Where is that? Here it is. Okay. So this is Butch Black Label Meat Lovers, the original New Zealand dog roll. Oh, you're gonna love this. Okay. Let's give him some of this. Lucky Bruno. Yeah, I know you're going to love it because Bruce used to love this stuff. Alright. Don't know if you get this where you live in the world. Dog roll. It's quite common here. It's kind of like Spam, but with a lot more in it, and all the vegetables in it as well. You can see carrots in it. Lots of yummy stuff. He's going to love this. Oh, this, I tell you what, this upright fridge by Dometic, wow, just changes everything. So much easier than one of those chest fridges. And this has got the freezer compartment in the top as well, because you're sure I put some frozen burgers in there. So the frozen burgers are just in case, but as spare food. But to be honest, I might cook those tonight because I didn't realize they were Angus. So I might actually have those. Oh, it's burgers for dinner, by the way. All right, Bruno. Oh, and there's peas in here. Peas, carrots. Lots of yummy stuff. Oh, you're such a good boy. Wait. Wait. What a good boy he is. What a good boy. So, as soon as he's had that, I will put my dinner on. But what I might do now, actually, is put the grate on. Get it nice and hot, get it all ready. I just need to smooth the grill over a bit. So I've got my fireproof gloves. These are, I get asked a lot about this. These are Youngstown, cut resistant, fire resistant. They're made of Kevlar and leather, I think. Very, very good gloves. I think oil workers use them in Canada. Okay. I mean, they'll still get hot. And they do get hot. But you can handle hot loads. They're kind of like welder's gloves, I guess. Okay, now definitely on the highest setting here because we've got a lot of coals in here. This Snow Peak grill, I do love it. I do love it. Now, oh, is it raining? Oh, it's raining. Okay, now I've got to make a decision. What do I do? Do I put the big awning out? I think I'm going to have to. Okay, big awning has to come out. All right, so to do that, I need access. It was forecast. Okay, big awning. Okay, so first of all, we need to get the straps out. Get these ready. Well, there's two. Okay. So the only thing is that this awning is now 7 foot up in the air. It's pretty high. Okay. Oh, look at that, perfect height. Okay, so you hook one end to one side. Like so. That goes all the way around. And then the other side. There you go. Now you're meant to put the poles down, so let's put those down. Hand up, Bruno. It looks like it could actually, it's drooping a bit in the middle. But not too bad. Another pole at the back. Alright, that's not bad at all. Now, can I tighten this up? Oh, I can. But I need to tighten that up a lot more. Yep. Oh, we're good. We're good. This is amazing. Look at this cover. Look at this. And now I open this up. We've got lights. I can put my lights back on here to have some nicer light. This is awesome. Awesome. Alright everybody, look at this. All set up. Completely undercover. This is awesome. And I got the awning just right. It just overhangs the tent. So all the water will come off the awning and come down the side. And later, I can just bring this back out in case the rain changes direction. But as it is, there's no way rain can get to me under any of this. Completely blocked in, even if it's windy, because of these massive side pieces of material, these walls. This is the one thing that's missing from the Empire tent. Empire, if you're listening, on the Pronto. These massive walls, and they need to be this big. These are awesome. This is a superb vestibule. If they had this vestibule set up like this on the Pronto, that would be the best tent ever. Because it's stronger than this, I guarantee it. These frames, I don't know. I'm worried. Yeah, I'm worried that these frames can't take the wind. But we'll see. It should be okay. Right, we need to get on with our dinner. This is ready now to start cooking on. So let me do that. Now, I've got Bruno tied up here. Oh, he can stay there, as long as he doesn't get in the way. Right, let's get on with it. Right, I've got a blanket. I've got Bruno's blanket on here, just to keep it nice and warm. Got my little clicky-clacky table thing. All right, we need... Actually, what I might do is do those frozen burgers. Because they look really good. Oh, this is just... I can't explain how awesome this is. I've got lighting. I'm completely protected from the rain. There's just no way it's getting in. Unless it was howling, unless the wind, it was really light rain, the wind was coming in this way. But I've got walls for this now. I haven't brought them with me on this one, but I do have walls for it, just in case. Okay, so we need buns. We need cheese. And we need frozen, very frozen, premium Angus beef by Angel Bay. So these are meant to be cooked frozen. And I know from experience that these are delicious, delicious burgers. And what we're going to do is double cheeseburgers. Oh, I can smell them already. I can't wait, this is going to be awesome. And we'll have to give him another pig's ear when we're ready, because he'll just be begging constantly otherwise. Oh, I can't tell you how great it is having this freezer. Now, I need to, I've got my buns here, I need my plate, got the cheese. My plate is somewhere in here. There we go. Good. Got salt and pepper just in case I need it. I'm good to go. Got my plate. Ah, I need tongs. Okay, don't panic, I've got my tongs. Woo! We're good. Right, I need to finish my beer so that I have an excuse to have a glass of wine. Ah, the truck awning just makes a massive difference to everything. Now, I have guyed the awning down in just 2 spots, but I might guy it down at the back as well, just for some added security. Okay, I'm going to do that, and I'll bring you back when the burgers are pretty much ready. Bit of Heinz, and I need my bottle of wine. Gotta make sure I don't burn the burgers. So the wine today is a Villa Maria Syrah from Hawke's Bay, from New Zealand. Yum. Need my wine cup. I should get wine glasses, but I'm not that organized. Oh yeah, the cheese is melted. Okay, let's do this. Oh, do I toast the buns? Yeah, let's give them a quick toast. Really quick. Okay, now anyone who knows me knows I like to nuke my burgers. Don't want to get sick. I'm so excited. All right, glass of wine. Oh, this is heaven. This is, I mean, my last camp trip was a 2-nighter with the Cobb grill. That was fantastic. Look at these toasted buns. Perfect. Yeah, that was a fantastic camp. In awful conditions. But this might turn out to be better because I've got 2 double, oh no, quarter pounders. with cheese and lashings of tomato ketchup and a bottle of wine and rain. Oh, it's coming in here. It's coming in somewhere. Just blowing in slightly here, but it's okay. He's dry and I'm dry. I can just feel it here on the edge. All right. Bon appetit, everyone. Have a look at this. Look at this. Double cheeseburgers, Angus beef. Beautiful. All right, now, excuse the arse shot. Let's get him a pig's ear, because I promised. You're going to sit pretty? You're going to sit pretty? Come on, sit pretty. Good boy. Go on then. There you go. That's it. You can't lick it and eat it while it's in my hand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just move up a bit. Just because I'm all over the place here. And you're going to see him, Bruno, go and lie in the rain. That's what he does. Doesn't matter what I do, he will go and lie in the rain. Oh yeah, this is good. Ah. Oh yeah. Bon appetit, everybody. Bon appetit. Oh no, I don't want to get my laces wet. Oh, I don't know where to start. Mmm. Oh, nice. Oh. Who says you have to slum it when you're camping?
Wow. Oh my, they were superb. I'm going to savour that second one. Wow, it's really coming down now. There's water coming off the top, the awning, everywhere. And yet I am completely dry. This is a great setup. Oh, Bruno, come here. Come on. Bruno's lying in the rain. Lay down. Crazy. Crazy dog. He's lying right under the drips from the awning. And he's going to lick my fingers now because there's burger juice on them. Alright everybody, I'm going to savour this burger and I will bring you back for cigar time. Thanks again for coming. This is superb. Honestly, it's single digits. I'm warm. I'm going to be very full. I'm dry and I'm happy. This is how you camp. This is how you camp. Alright everybody, I'll bring you back. Welcome back everybody to cigar time. And I think first thing I need to do is put a hot chocolate on. So let's get that cranking. Ah, it's cold. It's really cold. Temperature has absolutely plummeted. But in front of the fire, it's lovely. Hello, Bruno. He's been asleep, just lying there nicely. But because I've just started talking, he's up and awake, obviously, because that's what he does. So the rain has stopped, which is good. I've had enough rain the last few, well, the last camp was incredible. Huge amount of rain. Right, what we need is a cigar. So Anne, my wife, was in the UK. She's back now, and she got me some lovely cigars from Davidoff, but she also got me a Monte Cristo Robusto. Now, I'm not sure what the exact number is of this. But it is a Robusto. But it's a little bit shorter actually than a Robusto, but it's the same ring, same gauge. So I'm actually very excited to have this. Oh, I'm in heaven. I've just got everything I need at hand. I'm glad I bought this small table as well, because I wasn't sure if I was going to bring a table or not. And I've just been recovering from that epic dinner. Oh my God. Those burgers were next level. They were superb. He always comes around when I start lighting the cigar. Isn't he funny? You're going to see him wandering around with his light on. Now, he knows now that the fire is hot, so he won't hopefully go too near it. But there's something about the smell of the cigars. He really likes it. See him smelling the smoke? He loves the cigars. He really does. He loves the cigar smoke. What can I say? He is his father's dog. Oh yeah. Gosh, that fire is so hot. I'm going to have to move back a bit. It's crazy Crazily hot. Oh, okay. So he's licking the grill that I cooked the cheeseburgers on because, well, of course he is. Cheers, everybody. Wow, that's lovely. That is lovely. Thank you, darling. Delicious cigar. It made me cough because I just suddenly thought, I got a text out of nowhere. She took a picture in Davidoff with just 1,000 cigars. And I said, oh, it reminds me, you've got to get me, I need a box of cigars. She said, oh, I've already bought you some. She's so sweet. Lovely. Thanks, darling. Whoa. So you see charcoal, get the odd spark, but that's it. But no smoke. And it is toasty hot, but without the massive flames. If I had wood here right now, I couldn't have this under the awning, the truck awning. Too dangerous with high flames and everything. No, but there's no flames on this. Like you can see, there's just tiny little blue flames. The occasional sparks coming out, which is really weird. Look at that. He used to chase them, but now he couldn't care less. So, cigar time. So thank you, everybody. As usual, thank you for all of the treats on Buy Me a Coffee. And all our members on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you to all of our YouTube members. Everyone who's bought merch. And all of our Patreon members. All of super thanks. Thank you to everybody. And thank you to all of the gifts, letters, pictures, paintings, products that you send through to the PO box that's in the About page. Thank you very much. I've still got to get around to opening the portraits. I know I keep saying I'm going to do it and do it on a live stream, but it's just got to be the right timing. And now Anne is back, I can probably plan to do it. To be honest, I'm putting it off a little bit just because I know I'll be emotional when I see them. I'm sure they're going to all be a Bruce. So, thank you again, everybody. Thank you for just everything, all of the treats. It's amazing. It really is. And all of the contributions to the channel. You know, I use pretty much all the money to buy new gear, to test, to show if it's any good or not. And just so you can get experience on TV or on your phone as to how to camp in all sorts of conditions and be comfortable. Or be uncomfortable in horrible conditions because I'm wild camping. Either way. It's a very diverse audience, so I have to make videos for everybody. And thank you also to everyone that leaves comments, all the lovely comments. We get thousands and thousands of comments, and I struggle to keep up with them, and I don't really manage to keep up with them. I just don't, there's not enough time in the day. There's so many comments. And I'm talking about comments on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's so many comments that I struggle. So, and I don't want a moderator because then it wouldn't be me answering or me reading. So it's just me. Anne reads some of the comments as well. She tries to, but there's just so many. But thank you so much. We really do try and skim through them as fast as possible because we don't have much time in the day to do it. But thank you again. Obviously, you'll see me occasionally respond to super thanks comments. That's just because they pop straight in. The way YouTube Studio works, that they give us, the creators, the tool that we use, they prioritize those and they're just at the top. So we see them obviously every single time. But thank you to everybody. Much appreciated. And thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. That's much appreciated as well. So, what's been going on? Wow, what hasn't been going on? Well, I'm not sure what date this video is coming out, But what are we now? We are the 26th of September. So yeah, this video will probably come out in a couple of weeks. Right now, most of the news is surrounding Russell Brand. And if you haven't seen it, then you're not really missing anything. But Russell Brand is a contentious figure. He's got a really checkered history and a really dodgy past. Whether you like his sort of take on life now, the theories he has on government and everything else, which a lot of I agree with, it's still, you can't deny what he's got up to in his life. And Bruno, you're going to get burnt. Bruno, you're going to get burnt. He's been up to no good. He really has. But saying that, he deserves a fair trial. You've got to let the police do their job. He's been sentenced already. He's been cancelled already without even any shred of evidence going before a court of law. And I just don't get this. And I've said this time and time again, that cancel culture is horrid. And that even if those allegations are true, he still deserves a fair trial like anybody else. And again, I say, woe betide it happens to you. Woe betide you have skeletons in the closet, or you don't have skeletons in the closet and you're falsely accused. Be careful what you wish for. There are people out there that are just reveling in everything that's happening to him. And they just want him to, they just go, yeah, more, yeah. Let's get him cancelled on YouTube. Yeah, let's do it. Government's involved, yeah, great. Yeah, get him cancelled. What's going on? Stop. Just go through the process like anybody else. Do you get this worked up about murderers? Probably not. So what is going on? It's just like with Elon Musk. Everyone got so worked up about Elon Musk and wanted him cancelled and do this and do that and do this. It's just, wow. Are people's lives that sad? Are they that bored? Do they have that little to do that these things really get to them that much that they wish that much harm on someone, even though nothing has been proven? Oh, the court of public opinion, honestly. You would think that the world is full of saints. You really would. Everyone's a saint. Everyone's lovely. No one's got any skeletons. No one's done anything. And you would think that they don't care about due process and law. Well, justice is blind. These allegations have to be proven. And if it's proven guilty, if he goes to court and it's proven guilty, then he hopefully gets what he deserves for doing the things that he has yet to be alleged to have done in a court of law. Everything is based on a Channel 4 documentary that was set to music and played by actors. Let's be clear about this. Anyway, whatever. Russell Brand, we'll see. And today I saw he's back with new videos and about conspiracy theory and stuff like that. A story that disappeared because of Russell Brand was the Libya flood. So I had to do more deep dive into this. And of course, it only came a few days later that they realized, or that it became public, that the whole flood was caused by a dam bursting. Wow. This dam, when it burst, it basically, the floodwaters that came down destroyed and killed everything in its path. There's no way you could survive it. It's like a tsunami at twice the speed, 3 times the speed. And it just took out everything. So just be wary if you live down river, downstream from a dam. What's the life expectancy of that dam? Has the maintenance been happening? They will say it's unprecedented for a dam to burst. Everything is unprecedented until it happens. Just remember that. Anything could happen. They say dams are safe. Safe from what? You know. So I'm just going to say, it really gutted him. Something that hasn't been in the news is the Panama Canal. Now, you would have to do some deep diving to find this information out, but there's a serious problem with the Panama Canal. And if you think, oh, well, how does that affect me? The Panama Canal is the main shipping route from the two coasts of the United States of America. If you want to send something from the West Coast to the East Coast via ship, it's going to go through the Panama Canal. If it doesn't, it's got to go all the way south and all the way up. It's like 5 times the distance or something crazy. And the cost is insane. So what's happening with the Panama Canal is it uses fresh water to fill those locks. And the locks take, I can't remember what the figure was. It was insane. Thousands of gallons each time to raise the lock. Bruno, out! Oh, he just pushed right up against the fire. I could smell the singe of hair. Unbelievable. I think I got him out of there just before he felt it. He would have whimpered. Yeah, it's thousands of gallons of water. And the problem is that they're having a drought there right now. And they've got to decide between fresh water for the people to be able to drink water and survive, or fresh water for the canal for ships. So from what I can gather, the canal is suffering, and because of that, look, with the way things are going, with everything drying up and droughts getting worse, who knows? Panama Canal might close one day at this rate. Who knows? So don't get too used to those cheap products, or basically you're going to need rail to move stuff. More and more rail, yeah. Which is a big polluter, by the way. Rail is more polluting than a massive cargo ship. It just is. Economies of scale. It's just the way it works. What else has been going on? Oh, UK police. So, for those that don't know, UK police are not normally armed. They don't have guns. They have truncheons and things like that, and tasers, but they do not have guns. They are not armed. And the ones who are armed for special response. They're called out to special things like terrorist attacks, threats, or other armed events. So it's, you know, they're called out quite rarely. And very, very, very rare that police shoot someone in the UK. It's so rare. Very rare. It's all over the news when they do. Anyway, an incident happened. We're not allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about it properly because of a court order. But an incident happened, and basically a policeman, an armed police officer, shot and killed a suspect in the head, who was in a car, and he was unarmed. The suspect did not have a weapon. Anyway, the details I'm sure will come out in court. So this happened quite a while ago. Anyway, the UK justice system has decided to prosecute the armed police officer and charge him with murder. He's been charged with murder. Okay, so they've got all the evidence. They know what's happened, and they've charged him with murder. That's caused a huge stink amongst the police in the UK. They believe they should have immunity. Qualified immunity. Well, here's the thing. That's a load of rubbish. No, it should be investigated. And if they are found to have broken the law, then of course they should be prosecuted. And they get this really petulant thing that happened. I think 800 or so armed officers gave back their licenses in disgust at one of their own being accused of murder. It was a very petulant move. when they don't have all the facts either. But the investigators do have all the facts. And to think that you're above the law just because you're a police officer and you're armed, and I'm just talking about this incident in the UK, is crazy. Crazy. And he's charged with murder. And they all got in a tiz about it and started handing their licenses. And at one point, the army was called in, or were going to be called in, to help with terrorist incidents because the UK police, Met Police in London, were handing all their licenses back, the firearms licenses. Bruno, come on. I've got to keep an eye on him. If I can't see the light, I need to call him back. Bruno! Here he comes. Good boy. Oh, he was miles away. So yeah, very petulant move. Now, I am for the police. I'm for law and order, and I'm for law. And police operating within the law. That is it. I am not for police making up laws or being judge and jury. Or executioner, for that matter. I'm just not. I really am not. The police have a role to play within the community, and they're essential. And most of them are really great. But some, wow. I mean, to think that you shouldn't be prosecuted for killing somebody after a thorough investigation, for these other officers to think that is crazy. And it just shows they think they should be above the law. You know, immunity, qualified immunity. Like a lot of states in America have that. I don't know if it's all states. But in America, police can pretty much do whatever they want and they have immunity. And what happens is if they're then sued, it's the city that then pays the bill. And federal as well, if it's a breach of rights. But the UK, I guess they just didn't. Anyway, they did this very petulant thing and they got to get over it. All right, TV. Let's move on. Apple TV, The Morning Show has started again, season 3. It's so good. Is it as good without Steve Carell? No, it's not. He was so central to that show. I know Jennifer Aniston as well, but to be honest, her character is a bit pointless now. But so it's good though. It's still good, but it's nowhere near as good as the early episodes. Thank God for the CEO guy. Is it Cody? I can't remember what his name is. The CEO. He's hilarious. He's brilliant. Thank God for him. Anyway, morning show. It is still good though. And it's up to date and good budget on it. Welcome to Wrexham. Oh, season 2. I've been waiting for this. I know how it's going to end because I already know the results of the league and everything. But it's still great nonetheless. And Ryan Reynolds and whatever the hell his name is, Rob McElhenney, I can't remember his name. I can never get his name right. He should have changed his last name as an actor. They're really good, really funny. Wrexham, what a town. Anne was born in Wrexham. And we went to the US recently and we went into New York and the immigration officer saw an Anne's passport, Wrexham, and he went nuts about it. It's like, wow, I've never met anyone from Wrexham before. I can't believe it. So yeah, Wrexham. That's pretty cool. Welcome to Wrexham. Watch it. It's really good. It's about Wrexham Football Club and it's the 3rd oldest club in the world. It's the oldest international football ground in the world. And their struggles and how they were bought by these two and transformed. And it opens, I think, this season with the King turning up to see the site. It was very, very well done. Very well done. So welcome to Wrexham. I can't wait to see the rest of it. And finally, the one thing I've been waiting for was The Continental. They've only released it 1 episode at a time on Disney? I think it's on Disney. Oh, it looks good. The fight sequences are just John Wick. It's just the same. And the story is great. The actors are great. Mel Gibson's superb. What a badass he really is. Hey, Bruno. you've gone all the way round, haven't you? You've been down on the road, you've gone to the creek, you're having a great time. Now, it's good he's dry. It's good that the rain has stopped. It is going to pick up again later, but right now it's nice that it's stopped. And hopefully we have a dry pack down in the morning. I'm not too confident though, because the forecast does just say rain or snow. So we'll see, because it is that cold. I know I'm not wearing my jacket, but I have got a beanie on and I am sitting in front of a roaring fire and I'm undercover. If I moved away from this over there, it's freezing. So the Continental, anyone who hasn't seen it, it's the precursor to John Wick and it's very good, very good. I can't wait to watch the rest of it. It's very exciting. All right, everybody. I'm gonna chill, have my wine, have my hot chocolate, and I'll bring you back for bedtime. Thanks again for coming, everybody. Cheers. How can he like cigars? All right, cheers everybody. Bring you back at bedtime. Okay, welcome back everybody. Right, it's bedtime. So I've got to pack everything away. You don't leave anything out because you never know, mice, other things, creatures. It's very, very cold. Don't know if you can see my breath. It's freezing. I've been sitting in front of this fire until it went out, well, basically until it's died down. But now it's too cold to just hang out here. So we'll just put everything away a bit until the morning. We'll clean it up in the morning. Got some water just in case in the middle of the night. Okay. Off with all of that. Alright, so this will all stay dry. You right, Bruno? Hello, my puppy. You ready for bed? He's so tired. Okay, now a little treat that I've got, because it is so cold. God, it is cold. It is. I've got my electric heater. So what I'm going to do is run this cable. It's run into the tent, plugged into the heater. Plug this in here to my. Yep. Plug that into the inverter, and let's heat the tent up. And then we can heat that up in the morning as well. Oh, hang on. Give myself room to do this maneuver. Oh no, my lamps are in the way. Hold on. All right, let's try that again. Oh, this cable's so thick it doesn't want to go in. There we go. All right. Okay, right, let's move into the tent. Okay, it's bedtime. Come on, Bruno, where are you? Come on. Here, up here. Here, not my bed. Here, your bed. Cheeky. Right, so here's my little fan heater. We'll put that on full. Okay, now that will crank out quite a bit of heat. Now what I need to do is zip up the door behind the camera, so I'll bring you right back. Oh, right. Oh, it is toasty. Woo! Yeah. Oh, this bed's gonna be so comfy. It is toasty already.
This has been on just for 60 seconds and already in here it's lovely. We've got it fully ventilated, so hopefully there's no condensation. Oh, I'm so excited to be sleeping on this bed. I'm hoping it's going to be really comfy. That's what I'm hoping. Now I've got the Big Agnes 0 degree quilt, 0 degree Fahrenheit, so I'm going to be plenty warm. It's not that cold. But the bed, the mattress, that's going to be epic. This King Camp, look at this mattress. Oh, it's so comfy to lie on. I could just, oh my word, I'm going to fall asleep so quickly on this thing. It just moves with you like a waterbed, as opposed to a stretcher bed where it's quite firm. It doesn't have any give, and it sort of sinks. They sink in the middle. This is flat because it's got the metal bars underneath. Love this thing. He's cozy, but next time it would be kind of cool, because they sent me 2 of these. It'd be kind of cool to set it up as a full queen size bed and have him on one and me on the other. But can you imagine? It would take up so much room, so much room. But he's comfy. This is his bed and he knows this, so he's comfy on here. If he gets cold, so I've got a bed underneath this and I've got his blanket, he won't be cold. He just won't. It's not going to happen. And he doesn't like being covered. That's only in really, really freezing conditions that he might accept it. In this, no chance. So he'll make a nest, he'll lie on top, and he's already drifting off just lying on top. So, we're all good. Right, I'm going to get into bed and I'll bring you back. Welcome back everybody. Okay, so we're good. We're in bed. Hey Bruno. He's so tired. He's really worn himself out. Hello puppy. Should we take your collar off and turn your light out? Hey? Oh. All right. This is so comfortable. Unbelievable. I think, well, we'll see how my sleep is tonight, but I'm going to be comfy. I know I am. It's a shame. I mean, the pad is just a bit too big for this quilt, but the beauty of the quilt is it can adapt, and I can just sleep on top, no problem. I think we're going to have a good night's sleep. I'm loving this tent. So we had quite a bit of rain earlier and no leaking. Fingers crossed. I don't know if there's any more rain due tonight or snow. There's something. But it's going to happen on and off through the night. I probably won't record it unless it's pretty serious. Hello, my lovely. Hello. Thank you for my kisses. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. He's so affectionate. Hello. Bedtime. Alright everybody. Unless something major happens in the middle of the night, which I don't think it will, because I think this is so cool. And I think we're going to comfy camp. Unless something major happens, I'll bring you back in the morning. And the first thing we'll do is get that heating on, because it's cold. Really cold. Alright everybody, bring you back in the morning. Night night. Night Brucey. Oh, Brucey. Bruno. Night night Bruno. Morning, Bruno. Morning, puppy. Morning. Oh, morning. Oh, it's bright. Morning, everybody. Oh, it's dark in here. It's so dark. Oh, hello. Hello, my lovely. Hello, my lovely.
Oh, don't fall off the end of the bed. Don't fall off. He's gonna fall off. Morning, my puppy. Morning, my puppy. You're gonna fall off. No, you're going. Bruno, you're gonna fall off the edge of the bed. He's already off. Hello, my lovely. Morning. Morning, everybody. Morning, Bruno. Oh, I had the best sleep. His bed is so comfy. Oh, that was nice. And it's so dark in here. I've had to put the lights on the phone. And Bruno had a good sleep, didn't you? You slept late for you. Hello. Morning. Morning. Right. Oh, oh. Oh. Hello, my lovely. Yes, I know. Don't scratch. Don't scratch. No scratching. No scratch. Yes, I know. I know. Grumble, grumble. You're happy. Morning. He had a very good sleep as well. And it's late. It's just so dark in here. I can hear the birds outside and see light. But it's so dark. It's awesome. Right, let's get up and have a coffee and get the fire going and warm things up because it's freezing. I might put the tent heater on just for a couple of minutes just to warm it up in here. But I'll bring you back when I got the clothes on. Oh, morning. All right, everybody, I'll bring you back. Right, Bruno, should we go out? I had the heating on. Only for 2 minutes, and it's baking in here already. All right. I know, you're desperate to go out. Hang on, Bruno. Hold on. Hold on. Back yourself into a corner. Look. Hang on. Hang on, Bruno. Don't try and sneak in under there. Wait. Mind out, Bruno. Come here. Mind out. Oh, there's no condensation. Oh, he just got me. Right in the face. Oh, there's no condensation at all. And look at this material, see what I mean? It's completely plasticky. Oh, there's a little bit of condensation here. There you go, tiny bit. Wow, I'm really surprised. I thought this thing would have loads of condensation. Oh, it rained most of the night. Oh, what a great tent. What a great stay. That was awesome. Oh, looks like it's going to rain again. Wow, that's some very moody sky. Very moody. But yeah, tent held up fine. It was quite a bit of rain. And from what I can gather, no leaking at all. Now, I thought that these bits would be a concern. But no, didn't come in through the zips at all. Which I'm surprised at. Not bad. And the awning hasn't pooled, which is good. And Bruno's got his deer bone, look. Are you happy? You happy, Bruno? You got your deer bone? You got your bone? Oh, he's just so happy. Right, I need to get all set up. Need to get the fire pit going. Get some heat in here. Look at this, you see? Dark room. And it is dark. Very dark. I'm impressed. Coleman, I'm impressed. And without that light on in there, it's absolutely pitch black. Yeah, just because of this weird material. Okay. Bring you back on the big camera. What you got? What you got? All right. Bring you back, everybody. I've just realized there's snow. It snowed last night up on the mountain up there. I don't know if you can make that out. Can you see that? All that snow? So it was cold last night. I thought it would snow.
because it just felt so cold. Oh, and there's dusting up there as well. Just there. I don't know if you can make that out. Cool. So it snowed. Excellent. Just not down here. Oh, right. Let's get this fire sorted out. Oh, there's still some red hot coals in here. Cool. Not that that will help, because that doesn't really do anything. But it's nice and hot in there. Right. Let's get some coals on and get the fire lighter in there. Okay. And we might as well get this thing cranking. This charcoal is superb. Find out, Bruno. Find out. Okay, I've got a couple of little fire lighters here. I'm just going to use these. And you just light the foil and they do their thing. And that's it. So try not to put it out, which I think I just did over there. Okay, I don't think this will take very long to get up to temperature. Is that burning? It's burning, it's going. Nice. Oh, no smoke either. Okay, while that's going on, we need to get the kettle on. So I have my heater plugged in here to the power cable. Oh, empty bottle of wine. Scene of the crime. Okay, kettle. Oh, it's cold. But it'll soon warm up once this fire gets cranking. Right, water. Yeah, in case you're not aware, I don't know if I explained it before, I can't remember. This is my water tank here. It's 30 litres. It's huge. Get along. Coffee. I'm happy. This was a good camp. And it is cold. not too much wind, just a little bit, not too much. But with the fire and everything, and having this tent the way it's set up, just makes a world of difference. Woo. That's a powerful kettle. Okay. Now I feel I can sit. What I might do is just get my jacket. There we go. Oh yes. Oh, I took his stick. I think he wants it back. Oh, that's good. That's good. Something about the fire. I say this each time, but just lifts your spirit. It really does. Oh, cheers everybody. Thanks for coming along. Hope you're enjoying your camping experience. Yeah, I put jeans on. I'm that confident that I'm going to be warm now that I put jeans on. Yesterday I had my sort of tops pants on that had insulated. Right, I'm going to wait till this gets nice and red hot, and then I'll bring you back for breakfast. But the camp setup, by the way, last night, that bed, wow. Just the combination of having the pad on the mattress and there's a lot of give and sprung and there's no pressure points. So it actually felt like you were sleeping on a normal bed. So credit to King Camp for that. That's very good design. And that whole thing, that roll up thing with that pad, takes up less room than a cot stretcher bed and a pad, which is bizarre, isn't it? You just got to inflate it, that's all, which is nothing. That's easy. Awesome. Right, we'll bring you back. Did you enjoy watching Bruno playing with his bone? I put the camera all the way over there, and that was a long way. And the first thing he does is go and show off in front of it. He's a smart dog. He knows. He knows that's going to be on video. He's worked it out. Wherever that is, the camera, he knows that's where the action is. And he needs to be in front of it, don't you? You're too smart. Too smart. It's raining again. I doubt it will be heavy, but the sky was really moody. I don't know if you're picking up the rain. Mind out, Bruno. Don't want you to get burned. So yeah, we'll see. I don't want to pack up in the rain, and this is all due to stop by sort of lunchtime. So I can leave it and just wait. I'm not going to pack up in the rain. We're going to have breakfast first and stuff like that. And Bruno wants his breakfast. That's probably why he's coming to me. So let's sort him out. Excuse the arse shot. Okay, so Bruno's breakfast. Right, we're going to give him some of that roll again, because I know he loved it. This roll looks so good. Honestly, I can see the peas and carrots and stuff in there as well. Oops. Can you hear the rain? I don't know if you can. I hope so, because it sounds great. Oh, he's sitting so nicely. Right, where do you want this, Bruno? Should we do it down here? Let's do it here for you. There you go. Right, sit. Sit, Bruno. Good boy. Such a good boy. I love the fact you can open this drawer and keep your table out. You don't have to push the table back in. Oh, this is nice. And now I'm warm.
Can you see the top of the tarp? The awning, it's steaming. This is just perfect, perfect conditions. Bit of rain, nothing too heavy. Tiny breeze, tiny. And my fire. Ha. And my truck full of cool gadgets. It just makes it so much easier, it really does. There's no reason that you have to suffer. There really isn't. And don't forget, I've been through every iteration. So this truck started out with just a really basic canopy on the back. And I didn't even have a slide out tray. I just had to throw everything in the back. The early days of camping in this. And I still enjoyed it, but I didn't realize that there was such an extreme in having all of it organized. Fridge, electricity, the works. I didn't realize just how good camping could be. Having that structure. So, you know, I've done now both ends, both spectrums. And I much prefer this. Obviously this is way more expensive, but if you can pick up one second hand, yeah, it's awesome. The only thing I don't do is sleep in the truck. But that's never appealed to me. Sleeping in the back of a truck, it's never appealed to me. I just think, why don't you just have a camper van, a motorhome? What's the point? Space, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. You can't stand up in those once you're in them. And if you want to just quickly go somewhere, I just like being able to set up a nice big tent that I can stand up in, that I'm comfortable in, comfortable for myself and my dog, and maybe my wife, you know, if she comes camping with just me. I like the fact I can put heating on in there, just have a separate space. It's great. So yeah, I think we've nailed it. I can't imagine there's many more modifications I need to make this better than it already is. But you know me, I'll probably find them. He likes having his bottom tickled. See, on Brucey, this was a sensitive spot right here. Oh, he didn't like it. He tolerated it if I did it. Just stroking him here, tickling. But he really didn't like anyone else doing it. And he would show his teeth if someone he doesn't know touched it. Yeah. But Bruno just likes being stroked everywhere. Right everyone, I'll bring you back when we're ready to do breakfast. I'm gonna have another coffee and just enjoy my surroundings. Okay, welcome back everybody. Fire is ready. So let's just level it out a bit. Hello my lovely. It's nice and even. And then we can put the grill on. Out hot. There we go. Right, so we need that to get hot. So let's make our pancakes. And I've got some bacon as well. Let me know if you liked the, I'm interested to know if you liked the shopping skit. If you want to see me do more shopping. I can't remember if I showed the price on the screen. It was at the checkout and I feel kind of weird at the checkout doing it. Okay, pancake mix. So I'm going to do everything on the fire, including the pancake. Bruno, what's he doing? You're cleaning my table.
Okay, let that thicken up a bit. Always a bit of powder just at the bottom that you can't, it doesn't do. All right, we'll let that thicken up with some coffee. Yum. What else do we need? We need a pan. A non-stick pan. And you know, the one thing I don't have is a spatula. Oh well, I'll just have to use the tongs. Oh, and we need some butter. Butter. All right, we're good. Let's get that on there. So the bacon, I'm gonna not do in the pan. The bacon's going straight on. Actually, let's take that off for now. Hold on. Put the bacon straight on. Then we'll do the pancakes. So let's put the bacon on. This is going to drive you know who absolutely berserk. You see, he's come right up to me now. I don't know if you can see him on camera. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just sort the camera out. Okay. The camera was moaning. My mistake. I forgot to format the other memory card and it was trying to save it on that as well. It's a complicated camera. Right. Are you recording? I think you are. Yeah, you are. Okay. So, yeah, he's... Can you see him? He's only come here now because I'm cooking. Otherwise, he wouldn't have anything to do with me here. I will give him a piece. And he probably knows that already. Wow, this is going to cook really quickly. So I probably need to get the pancakes ready. Because this fire is so hot. But we do want crispy bacon, right. Wet wipes. Okay, pancake's got to go on. Let's get the pan nice and hot. Wow, this bacon is cooking so quickly on here. Oh, I wish you had smell-o-vision. It's, look at him. It smells incredible. Okay, let's get some butter in this pan. So this is grass-fed New Zealand butter. So most of the cattle here is grass-fed. Pretty much all of it. The only stuff you get that's grain-fed would be sort of Wagyu sort of stuff. in feedlots. And they're not, you know, they're awful, those feedlots. Wow, this bacon is going off. Right, now what I might need to do is just move it to the edge, because it keeps it hot still. I'll just keep that on the edge there. And I've got this lifted up on its highest setting, but because I put that coal grate in, it's lifted the coals right up, so they're right underneath. I guess you could take that coal grate out, have that sitting a bit lower, then it wouldn't be quite so hot. But there's plenty of space around the edges here to put the bacon. So that's still all just sizzling slowly in the corner there. Well, that's hot. Okay. I think we're ready for our pancake. Yeah. And if you know me, you know I like one massive pancake. Oh yeah. Okay, we got it. Okay. Easy as that. He's looking to see what I'm pointing at. Ah. There's bacon fat everywhere and it's now all smoking. But that's okay. Alright, we're good. I've got to work out a system for my fridge. First time using it. Plate. I didn't bother washing it from last night from my cheeseburgers because who cares? Maple syrup. Oh man, this pancake is already bubbling. So this Tranger pan, yeah, very difficult to flip, unfortunately. So we will see. Bruce, no. Bruno, no. Oh, I keep saying Bruce. Go and lay down. It's a good boy. You'll get a piece in a minute. You just have to wait patiently like everybody else. Thank you. But I'm not going to fall for the old chin on the knee thing. So what I'll do is, just as the pancake is ready, I'll lay this bacon out once again, just to get it incinerated at the end there. It will only take a minute, but it was just too early otherwise. Right, now I don't want to burn my pancake. I don't think this flip is going to go very well. Have I flipped on this before? I think I flipped on it last time. I did a 2-night camp. That was my last one, my last video. And I think I did do a flip. But I just don't think it's going to go according to plan. This could be a pancake disaster. When was the last time I had one of those? So this is a very hard wearing pan. You can use metal. Usually I wouldn't recommend it with non-stick.
not quite ready to flip. The smells must be driving him absolutely crazy, which is why he keeps coming up to me. He knows I'm going to share it with him. We're getting there. We're almost ready for a flip. I just need these bubbles to stop forming, and then we're good. No, Bruno, away. No, away from the fire. I'm so excited. I'm actually, surprisingly, I'm not. It was early when I had dinner last night, really early. He's so cheeky. He's cheekier than Bruce ever was. He's such a softie. Oh, I can't believe he's going in 2 days. He's going to be neutered. So by the time this video comes out, it would have already happened. But I'll probably put a message on social media so you all know when it's happened, because I'm sure I might have to use my glove. I'm sure he'll get a lot of sympathy. Okay, I think we're good for the flip. Oh, please don't screw up. Here we go. Oh, no, I told you, this pan, so the handle moves. Hang on. Come on. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! It's been a pancake disaster! Damn! It's because the handle moved! This pan, I hate it. I really do. It might be hard wearing and everything, but it's just crap. The hand... Oh my god, we've got a pancake disaster. We've got mulch. Mulch. Oh no. Blast. Alright, let's get the let's get the bacon back on. But you know what? The pancake is still actually intact, so it'll still taste okay. It just won't look perfect. Oh my god, everywhere I look, his nose is there. Alright, let's get this bacon incinerated. Nuke the bacon. Nuke it. Can't believe it. My pancake. I'm going to change this pan. I'm going to get one of those Tefal hard wearing non-stick pans. And before the conspiracy theorists come out and say you shouldn't cook with non-stick, it will kill you, I rarely cook with a non-stick pan. It's so rare. At home we use stainless steel. So, you know, once or twice when you do these things, it really won't matter. It won't stop the comments though. Some people just have to comment. They cannot help themselves. When I turned the comment section off, my views skyrocketed. And you know why? I think it's because some people just had, because they couldn't comment, they just kept watching. Whereas when the comments are on, some people would comment and then just walk away because they were so angry. Okay, the bacon is nuked. Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, so Bruno gets a little piece. Because he's had loads of breakfast. You just have to wait, Bruno. Wait. Okay, is my pancake done? Yeah. Alright, the pancake is fluffy and done. Yep. Right, golden syrup, not golden syrup, maple syrup. Just wait, Bruno, sit. Lashings of maple syrup. Not grim at all. Oh, check it out. Pancake, maple syrup, and lashings of bacon. Right, Bruno wants his. I want mine. All right, Bruno, here. What's in your bowl? Sit. Sit. Good boy. Go on then. Such a good boy. Bon appetit, everybody. Please be fluffy and lovely. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. Yum. They came out really well. You know, I think a little bit of the smokiness from the bacon has gone into the pancake. Yeah. Hot, hot. Wow. Don't say, look at the tiny piece I gave him. He's had a full breakfast, massive breakfast, and a piece of bacon. And he weighs a quarter, not even a quarter of what I weigh. What is he? He's not even 20 kg. 15 kilos, and I'm 90. So do the math. If you see an owner with a really overweight, obese dog, then the problem is that owner is just overfeeding the dog, and obviously doesn't care about the longevity, how long that dog's going to live, or doesn't even realize that it's bad for the dog. The dog should be lean and fit. Crispy bacon. All right, everyone. It's going to take me a while. My mum would have told me off for speaking with my mouth full. This is going to take me a while, so I will bring you back when we're done. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm just stuffed, but happy, very happy. It's got colder again. It is cold, and it started raining again, just lightly, but there's blue sky in the distance. I'm hoping it clears up, but I'm going to start breaking down camp anyway. At least get the tent done and everything that's in the tent. Yes, it's time. We're going to go home. We've got to pack up first. He knows what this means. So I'm going to pack everything up on the inside. Let's start by getting all the bedding done. Usually I fast forward it, but I think I'll show this one in full time so that you can see just how the tent collapses, how you put it down, how long it takes. But I might fast forward just clearing up the inside. So let's bring you inside the tent. Okay, so let's get Bruno's bed out the way. It's easy enough. Hey Bruno, have you come to help? Thank you. Thank you for my kisses. Oh my god. He's he's absolutely no help whatsoever. Look at him. because I'm talking. He wants to be involved and he knows the camera's on. So he's playing up to you all. Don't fall for it. He's not as cute as he makes out. Are you? He is, he's very cute. Right, so this is the plan. Make sure there's nothing in the pockets of the tent. Do you know how many times I've packed up a tent and left something in there? Once I left my keys, car keys, in the tent. Once I left my wallet in there. Honestly. Okay, battery bank, definitely don't want to leave that in the tent. Right, let's get this air pad down. And mattress. What I might do is next time use the Zenbibi bag on this king camp, because I think it will fit better. You see, look, what I like about it is you can store stuff underneath. So it just gives you loads of storage space. That's the pump that I didn't use, the foot pump. But look at all that, it's cavernous under there. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's put the sleeping bag away. So usually I fast forward this, so you don't really get an idea of how long it takes to pack up. But it could, if you've got tons and tons of gear, big tent, the awning and stuff like that, you know, by yourself, if you're taking your time, it could be an hour to pack up. Okay, that's done. Bruno's bed away. I mean, this tent is big enough that I could have had 2 of these king cam beds in. I've got 2 of them, they sent me 2. And I could have tied them together and had a queen size bed, but then I probably wouldn't have slept if I'd been sleeping on the same bed as Bruno, because he moves all the time. So that would actually probably have been a nightmare. Okay, it's so dark in here, I've got to have the light on. Oops. Which I think what you could do is just open the vents and then open the outdoor windows, the outside, then you'll get a lot more light in. Okay, so I think the trickiest bit, well, first of all, let's deflate this the king cam mattress. So look, you get a real idea of the bracing. Look at that. So these are all metal or wood? Metal. This bracing. You've got the pad straps and then you've got the connectors on the end to connect other ones, to connect another one to make it queen size. So let's open the valve up. And that should just go completely flat. Yeah, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. I definitely recommend people get one of these. And then, same for the pad. Let's let that all out. Okay, so the pad has a trick valve in it that you turn around so it doesn't let any air come back in. A lot of these pads, they're a nightmare with foam to roll up. And they do take a bit of effort to get them really tight. So you do have to use your knees. Even though they're foam,
You've got to get all that air out. So in its own right, I'd say this pad is very, very good. I would compare this easily to the best pad that I've got. And I think the R value on this is 6 something, 6.8. So you can use this in winter. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's get every bit of air out. Okay. Whew. I'm warming up in here. Alright, and then that goes back in its bag. And when you get home, remember to take all these things out and let them air. Because even though it's dry in here, you give off moisture, so things do get damp. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with this. I'll put a link to it in the description. Thank you, King Camp. That was a good one. But I think what's better than the pad is this base. It's just superb. The base wins it. Just so easy. I'd say this is easier than a cot stretcher bed. Way more comfy. And it takes up so much less space, and it's so much lighter. Those cot beds weigh quite a lot, you know. How have they made this thing so light? There you go. All done. Yeah, that's way lighter than a stretcher bed. Oak P10 is what it's called. Right, so what I'll do is chuck all of this in the back of the truck and then bring you back for breaking down the tent. Right, welcome back everybody. Okay, I've emptied it out completely. So we just need to take all the pegs out. Yeah, take all the pegs out and then take this fly off. So let's do that. My God, I could be here for hours taking these out. I might have to fast forward taking the pegs out. It's been a great shelter, gotta say. I love this vestibule. Look at the size of this thing. That puts it into perspective, look. See, it comes forward, what, a metre at the top? Yeah, I'd say almost a metre. So imagine sitting out under this, it's fine. And the waterhead rating on this dark version, this dark room version, this North Star, The waterhead rating on this, I think, is 5,000 mils, whereas I think the other normal ones are 3,000 or even a bit less, 2,200. So nowhere near as good as this. Okay, so we've got to get these poles off. Whoa, there's a lot of water still on there though. So we're going to have to shake that all off, like Taylor. Nice little touches, like there's a bag built into this to put the plastic grommets in. I'm assuming that's so that the tent doesn't get damaged from them, like a pressure point. So they sit nicely in there. It's a nice touch. Okay, let's try and get as much water off of this as possible. It's got a good DWR coating. The water's just sheening off it. But I'm still going to have to dry it at home. So again, remember, if you're going to buy a tent that's big, remember you've got to be able to unpack it at home and set it up and dry it out. So make sure you've got enough space. Okay, so we just unclip the 4 edges. That's it, okay, and then I guess it just comes off. There you go. I'm not going to wrap it up neatly because I've got to get it home and undo it all anyway. But I will wrap it up and put it back in the bag. What you doing, Bruno? What you doing? So I think apart from the pegs, everything's okay. The only thing is the lighting strip inside is pretty pathetic. I didn't like it, to be honest. It's a bit finicky. I think you're better off just taking your own hanging lantern and not bothering with the LED strips, because I thought they were a bit useless. Right, let's roll this up. And hope that it doesn't start raining again. If this fits back in this bag, it'll be a miracle. Because that's a tight fit. Okay. The foot mat, shoe mat, I don't know. I guess it kind of worked.
a bit of a novelty. All right, so how easy is it to break down the tent? Okay, so you press the 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then I don't know if you're actually meant to unclip it. I would say probably not. And then you just turn it inside out. That was easy. Wow, the floor is drenched. That's really soaked. There was a lot of rain last night. A lot more than I thought. It's a testament to how good this floor is. So all the water was coming off of the tarp and going under the tent. But it's 100% waterproof. I don't think this is going to go back in that bag. Not until I take it home and dry it out. There's just no way it's going back in. I'm not even going to bother trying. There's no point. Because it's all coming out again anyway. Right. Awesome. Okay, I think we can close that. Nice. Right, so I've still got one peg. Actually, yeah, one peg. I forgot. Because we pegged out the back of the awning. The other 2 I attached to the tent pegs. So if I got all the pegs, yep, all the pegs, good. Okay, so the awning. Right, let's get the chair put away first. Right, that's the chair done. Rubbish bag. Right, I'm going to leave the fire pit till last. It's still cooling off,
So let's get the awning put away. So here's the problem. Now that the awning is raised, and that's a long way up. So I'm 6 foot. So I could just reach the top, but not comfortably. And because the truck is lifted, the awning is so high up. So I now have a secret weapon. A handy dandy step ladder. Now my son Brandon is 6'5", coming on 6'6", and even he would struggle because the loops are right at the top and at the back. It's not easy to pack away. Look how much water there was on there. Need to get as much of that out as possible. Okay, now you have to take these guy lines off, because they get jammed up in there otherwise. And if you use the extra poles for this, they've got to come off as well. It's quite tight in the bag. Right. So this is the tricky bit. You've got to flip that roof cover over. Okay. I know someone's going to make fun of me for having a step ladder. But I don't care. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, let's get this sorted. So you don't want to fold it compact. You want to keep it as loose as possible so that it spreads out. And this is where the step ladder comes in, just to show you how high up this thing is. And these clips get caught. So this bit, just keep it loose. Don't roll it up too tight. It should all click into place. Now, can you imagine doing this without the step ladder? I tried, impossible. One. Two. So you see these clips get stuck in the top. You have to have a ladder. There's no way else to do it. Three. Okay. And that should be it. Oh yeah. Much easier than the Iron Man one. Look at that. Thank God for the step ladder. Okay, let's put this back. And that's it. Handy. Perfect. There's so much space. This thing is so usable. Look how much space I've got. And my Starlink will go in the big back box. That goes up here. There's my other battery. And my other two batteries are down here, 300 amp hours. Right, let's get all these straps put away. Okay, so these straps go in my strap, drop my strap utility cover here, box, storage box. I can't even speak properly. So I've got my recovery gear in there as well. Okay, I've just got the Starlink to pack up, and then I'll bring you back and we're going to drive out. I'll do a bit more on the drone, and then I think we'll go and just check out where Bruce and I did our last camp, and I'll show you that, and maybe you can remember that, and I'll put a link to the video when Brucey and I camped there. So I'll bring you back after I've packed up the Starlink and we're ready to go. I almost forgot the fire pit.
that's heavy. Okay, just the Starlink to do. Go on then, Bruno. Up, up. Right, all packed up. I've checked around the site, everything's good. I aired down my tyres just a little bit, not too much, just to try and absorb some of the bumps more. But what I'll do is we'll head on over to the stream and I'll drone that again, crossing it the other way. It might be a bit higher because of the amount of rain we had last night. Should be interesting. So yeah, I'll bring you back at the stream. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Oh, big boulder. It's quite a high climb at the other end. And there we go. That was a fun crossing. Right, so we camped just up there with Bruce, so we're gonna go check that out. First, I just want to check that the truck is okay. So let's just give it a bit of an inspection because that was quite rough. So just walk around, nothing broken. All looks good. Took a beating. There's water coming out of everywhere. I could see where I hit the crash panel underneath, luckily. The armor plating. Right, Bruno, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, let's go. Do you remember this spot? You'll have to go back and look at the videos. There's two I've done up here. Man, it's cold. A wind chill. I'm glad I didn't camp down here. I remembered that this spot was always windy though. Oh, Bruno peeing on demand there for you. Okay, here we go. Wow, it's changed. Huh, okay, well, it's a good job we didn't come back here because our campsite is gone. Unbelievable. That's incredible. Okay, so this area that you can see here used to just be flat, and that was a tiny little brook, that stream. Bruno, look, what have you got here? Come here. Let me take this off your tail. Stop moving. Go on then, go. Good boy. Right, so what's happened is, obviously a huge storm has come through.
and it's just destroyed the whole place. And it's cut through here. The force to do this damage. And the whole stream that used to be all the way over there is now here. It's actually moved. This was a tiny little brook. And we used to camp right here, this spot here. And it was flat and lovely and elevated. So that just shows if you camp right next to a riverbed and there's a major storm coming, which I know there has been. A huge storm came ripping through here not long ago. Then this is what can happen. Imagine if we'd been here in a huge storm and parked here and watched as the whole stream, the whole river comes this way. Man, it's cold, bitterly cold. Look at the snow up the tops. You see that? I'm at the spot where I went running around with Bruce on his last camp before he passed away. Now, let me show you. So again, this is all changed because of that huge storm. It's cut new sections of the stream, the river. It's not so bad, but this is where we were running around. It's just starting to rain. So he was running around here, having a great time. Oh, it's brutally cold. So cold. Hey Bruno, you having fun? Oh, he's enjoying himself. Wow, look at this valley. And I was up that valley there. Just came down that track. And that ran all the way along the edge. Spectacular. And I'm the only person around. The only person here. And a dog. And Bruno. What can you smell, Bruno? Right, I'm freezing, Bruno, so come on, let's get back in the truck. Oh, and it's starting to rain again. Camping in the rain. Come on, Bruno. Oh, I picked the conditions. It's grim. It's really grim. And it's howling. Oh, God. Oh, it's grim. I'm glad I didn't camp down here. Right. Bring it back from in the truck. Come on, Bruno. Come on. Up, up, up. Good boy. Oh, God, it's cold. Oh. Oh. Gotta get some heating on. Oh. Yeah, heating. 20 degrees. Okay. Woo, that was cold. Can't feel my fingers. Bruno, do you want to look out that way? Bruno, where's your ball? It's not going to play now. I don't know what he's doing. He's right behind me. Hey, come here. Come on. Yeah. Bruno, come up, 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 up. Yeah. Bruno, come here. Good boy. Come on. Come and say goodbye to everybody. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for coming on this one. We had a great time. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And do check out the link in my description, betterhelp.com/abcamping. Thank you to all of our YouTube members, all of our super thanks, Buy Me a Coffee members, everyone who's bought us treats on Buy Me a Coffee, everyone who sends contributions to the PO box, all our Patreon members, and everyone who likes and subscribes, and everyone who buys merch. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I get a lot of questions, when is Bruno merch coming out? Like Bruno stickers and things like that. Soon. You know, he's now going to go into be neutered, so he won't be a puppy after that. Bless him. So this is the last time you're going to see him before his operation. Poor thing. But he has to, because, as I said, there's a risk, if he doesn't, of cancer. So, yeah. Bring you back next time. Next time might be a solo camp. There's some places I've wanted to go that I can't go with a dog. I can't go with Bruno. And I've been meaning to go, and I've wanted to take you there. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. It would suck going camping alone, but we'll see. If there's snow and stuff, then I might just do it. You're very clingy. You're very warm. Oh, he's so warm. He's lovely. All right, everybody. Thanks again for coming, and we'll catch you next time on Camping with Tony and Bruno of AB Camping. Thanks, everybody. Should we go home? Do you want to go home? Come on, let's go home. Thanks again, everyone. See you next time.